Hello, my name is the real James Hunt, and this is called Cold Calling Interview.
Hello?
Hello, you're on live Washed Out TV. How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. For the listener and watcher, could you introduce yourself for me, please?
Hey, it's Jeff Hardy or Pre. You probably see me on the Washed Out wristband exchange before. How's it going?
How you doing? Are you all good?
I'm great. I've done a bit of gardening. I've been playing Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
Buddy is coming back to SmackDown.
Oh yeah. Sick.
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. So basically, this is a cold call interview. It's a new bit that I came up with today, and I'm just gonna. I've been googling questions of what to ask people. So I googled, and we worked together in several things. We washed out, and we also work at the bar Riptide. So I googled questions to ask your colleagues, and this one came up, and it's what are you passionate about? Pray, tell me. Tell the watchers as well.
Ooh, I am passionate about DJing. I'm actually lucky enough that I get to teach it as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, anything music related really, and well, yeah, Animal Crossing.
That's beautiful. Have you got anything to plug before we go?
Oh, Wallowing are about to drop something really, really cool. I've never seen a band do stuff like this before, so keep an eye out for them.
Who's that? Sorry?
A band called Wallowing?
Following.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Following. You've heard it here. Hopefully this will work in time for that announcement as well. But anyway,
I'm sure it will.
thank you for your time and have a great day.
Loads of love.
Bye.
I come for this time, sleeping more to find my I don't wanna
Let's talk about optimism, because ideas and dreams, they can actually change things. All great movements in history, they were not led by a pessimist. And this means that the future belongs to those who think it's possible to live in a world where we pride ourselves on the way we treat those in need with no food to eat, whereas those who worship greed, they will be consigned to history. You can't kill an ideology, so let's write our own and set us free. My name's Jack. I play in a band called Waco. You're watching Washed Out TV. Welcome to Washed Out TV. We've got some music out there if you want to listen to it. Good days, loads of other stuff. Just peace and positive vibes from me. Maximum respect. Together let's work out what went wrong and make sure it never happens again. If you're reading this, then it's not too late. If you're not okay, then it's not the end. Cause everything will be okay in the end. We're gonna go down singing all the men and women and those non-binary. And in between, my name's Jack and my pronouns are him and he. Let's exercise our empathy and end the prejudice that we feel. Cause I'm pretty sure it's easy to be compassionate to people like me. Let's talk about optimism, cause ideas and dreams, they can actually change things. All great movements in history, they were not led by a pessimist. This means that the future belongs to those who think it's possible to live in a world where we pride ourselves on the way we treat those in need, no food to eat. Whereas those who worship greed will be consigned to history. You can't kill an ideology, so let's write our own to set us free. Be proud of how far we've come while fighting for a better tomorrow. You can't blame those that follow, man. We all do it in different ways on different days. Football teams, political allegiance, clothes that we wear, science, religion, whether you're a goth or a tough or a gap year or a lap dancer, having a bad year. We're all one with the earth and the animals. We're all one with the earth and the animals. We're all one with the earth and the animals. We are all one with the earth and the animals. We are all one with the earth and the animals. We're all one with the earth and the animals.
Hey, so this interview was recorded pre-COVID, but it was on the 7th of March, which was at DIY Space, and it was a headline show for Fresh. Now, there's a lot of information in there that might seem somewhat outdated, but there's information about new recordings and the tours they did with Adult Mom and Pop, so enjoy. Out of the two big tours you did last year, namely Adult Mom and Pop, what was your favourite?
Well, you see, every tour in my heart's a big tour. We don't believe in rock stars.
There are no small tours.
Exactly. Whether we're touring with some fresh-faced young kids who are looking to have a dream, or whether we're touring with rock and roll gods, there is no... No, I'm kidding. I don't know. They were very, very different tours. Adult Mum, I admire Stevie so incredibly much because they are a very successful and prominent artist, but they do, they have a real ethic of, this is what I want out of my music and this is what I want to do. You know, they made sure we had our instruments, they drove us everywhere, we shared a van, they sorted out place for the night, and at the end of the tour they still sent us money, like we stayed with their families and live in Stevie and so that was a really nice experience, because when you're in America it's a bit scary because it's like a whole other continent and culture and time difference. But then the Pop tour was really good as well, because even though they're at quite a mainstream level, they also in a different way have that kind of DIY spirit. Like they always made sure that we were comfortable. Their team were very nice to us. They were very... There was one night where a sound guy completely slathered my vocals in reverb, and it was embarrassing.
It was horrific.
It was really bad, and it didn't come through the monitors, so I didn't know how bad it was. So I saw a video later that it was embarrassingly bad.
Oh.
And then they were I'm so sorry that happened. You need to anything you need on this tour, you need to ask for, and you need to tell us what you want and all this. So I don't know,
They were the salty tour dogs
They were,
that
yeah.
we needed to sort of show us how to do the sort of tour that we were on with them.
Yeah.
Because it was...
We were very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest tour, like the biggest venues we've ever played,
Yeah.
the biggest kind of band we've ever played with, I suppose.
Well, definitely toured with.
First time we'd ever done anything like
It
that.
was
Anything
different,
with
yeah.
the professionalism of that, and there were a few things that we learned about, and
Yeah.
learned about ourselves, learned about each other.
And we learned a little thing about friendship along the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. It's difficult to pick one that was better than the other, because that's not.
It's very different.
Every single tour is an amazing time.
Yeah. There's also unique difficulties on every single tour.
Every tour has its best bits and its worst
Yeah.
bits, and there's no way for you to be able to say this was the best because of this. This was the best because of this. The only thing that I would say is that playing the fest was the best thing that
that was
I
so
have
fun.
ever done.
I think,
And that's like, for me personally, was a thing I've always wanted to do, and when I finally got to do it, it lived up to everything I wanted it to
I
be.
think like
and more.
across the board, America was a more satisfying tour because it was more new to us. Like, we were in a different country, it felt more like a holiday. Whereas when you're doing the pup tour, it's Manchester, London, Birmingham, like places we know really well, which is also fun in a different kind of way. But like, what I loved about the pup tour was the night we all went out for a drink at the bar in Manchester, so that was a really special moment. That was really fun. Like, the whole tour crew, all the bands went out and we had a drink together. We all stayed up till like 4 a.m. or something. But then the adult mum tour, my favourite bit was on George's birthday in North Carolina when we went bowling.
Oh.
And that was really sweet. And the bowling alley was like stuck in the 80s. You had to use like a little manual.
It was like the Big Lebowski.
It was amazing. And like every tour has that, like, so. But
the only other thing, sorry, that's one of my tropes, but watching young people watch Catherine sing on a stage like the stage we had for the pup tour was unbelievable. It was so beautiful watching these kids just look up to you with this
a lot of
kind
like
of
teenagers came up to me after
after
the
the
show
shows and
emerged,
wanted
like,
pictures.
they were very
and
excited.
it was super excited to meet you, and it was just like, this is cool.
Yeah,
this is like a really cool thing that we're
It's definitely like
doing.
you're playing to the people that you want to reach.
Yeah.
Because like the DIY scene is amazing, but in fact we do kind of there is a tendency that it's quite insular, and in fact it's not as easily accessible to younger people as it should be. So all these, of course, younger kids, they're not into like super nuanced stuff yet. They're going to pup shows, which they're going to like huge shows.
I go to pup shows, please, thank you.
Okay, yeah, but okay, they're going to shows with the band that had Finn Wolfhard in the music videos. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's their way in, and that's really exciting.
Of course.
And it would have been so easy for Pup to have an all-male tour lineup, but instead they made conscious efforts to fundraise every night for local charities. They made conscious efforts to make women feel welcome on their tour. Like,
Talked about Labour, talked about
they
getting out and
registered people
voting,
to vote.
and
Like,
it was great.
they were good lads, and I admired them loads. And like I watched.
All right for a
them.
bunch of men.
No, they're not bad for a bunch of men. It's what I said every night, and like every night, like there was like at best a titter.
Like every night when you came off, it was like Stefan was like, "Fuck yeah."
Stefan loved it, but no one else liked it. But yeah, which is fine. Like, but I like to on the tour. I like to watch the bands as much as I can. Like for Adult Mum, like I'm watching them play every night, and I'm literally taking notes and thinking, how can I be more like this? And if I like a band, I'm like I like to say we take a little bit of every band we tour. Like we talk about the Bets, that really helped with us writing Withdraw.
Jesus Christ,
like,
So many people
So,
like, you went on tour with the Best, didn't you?
So like I think for Pup as well, that attitude, that drive, I really want to add that. I'm not sure how it will happen yet, but like I'm really excited. We definitely kind of do a Frankenstein's monster of.
Well, I mean, Frankenstein was the one taking all the bits. I think you would have been fine,
go
but
fuck
it's
yourself.
just as well to cover yourself, because there's always someone out there.
Dumb
isn't
woman
there?
ain't read a book. She probably just read over her boyfriend's shoulder.
Fucking hell.
Got a bit mad about the angry imaginary situation. I was like, I didn't read her.